students. Our next topic is the High Court. Okay. In previous lecture, we have completed about the Supreme Court, which is apex court for the India. Okay. So, one of the key positions in the continuous hierarchical pyramid of the Indian judiciary is occupied at the state level by the High Court. Okay. And this High Court is the apex court for the state, okay, regarding state, while Supreme Court is apex court for central level. So, at the state level apex court is the High Court. Okay. Here written that High Court is the apex court at state level. The Constitution provides one High Court for every state. Okay. Our Constitution of India provides one High Court for every state, but it is not necessary to have every state has a one High Court. Okay. The President has the power to form one High Court for two or more states. Okay. We have already discussed that President has a power to form only one High Court for two or more states. In India, there is one common High Court for the states of Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh. Okay. In India, one common High Court is there for the three states, Punjab, Haryana and Chandigarh. Okay. Similarly, under the jurisdiction of a High Court of Assam, okay, the Manipur, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Tripura, Mizoram and Arunachal Pradesh fall under the provision or jurisdiction of Assam High Court. Now, a formation. The Chief Justice of the High Court is appointed by the President in the consultation with the Chief Justice of Supreme Court and the Governor of the respective state. Okay. What you have to remember, Chief Justice of India is appointed by the President only. Okay. But Chief Justice of particular state is appointed in the consultation of a President, means appointed by the President, but the President have to consult with the Chief Justice of India and the Governor of that particular state. Okay. There is some UT. Okay. So, there is consultation with the Lieutenant also. Okay. So, what is the difference between the appointment of the Supreme Court judge in High Court? So, in Supreme Court judges, the judges is appointed by the President only, but in the state it is appointed by the President. Okay, but the President have to consult with the Chief Justice of India and the Governor of a particular or respective state. The Chief Justice of High Court is consulted in the appointment of the other judges of the High Court. Okay. So, this Chief Justice of High Court is consulted in the appointment of the other judges of the High Court. So, after suppose what they did, the number of Supreme Court judges is fixed. Today it is 34, but there is no any fixed number of judges in particular states. So, for appointment of other judges, the consultation of a Chief Justice of a particular state is required. Okay. Next, a President is a representative of the Prime Minister and the Cabinet of Ministers, and hence only President appoints a Chief Justice only after the discussion and consultation with the Prime Minister and the Cabinet Minister. Okay. Over here they said President nominate or appoint any Chief Justice, either it is for India or for particular state. Okay. But they have to consult with the Chief Justice of India and Governor while it regarding with the state. President also have take some advice for the Prime Minister and their Council of Minister. Okay. So, President appoints a Chief Justice only after the discussion and consultation with the Prime Minister and the Cabinet Minister. Okay. So indirectly the nomination of a Chief Justice of India is done by the Prime Minister, but the appointment is done by a President only. Okay. Next, age limit for the judges of the High Court is 62 years. Okay, the age limit for the Supreme Court judges is 65 years. Okay, we have already discussed in a Supreme Court judges lecture. They can tender resignation address to the President. Okay, if they want to resign from that post, so they tender or sign resignation to the President. The President can remove any of the judges of the High Court through the process of impeachment carried out in the Parliament. Okay. If the President can remove any of the judges of High Court, then it also followed the impeachment process. Okay. And it has to prove the charges of a misconduct and malpractices of the particular judge. The judges of the High Court can be transferred anywhere in India. So, like all India post, the number of judges is not the same in all High Court of India, because this number is not decided by our constitution. Okay. If President feel that the workload of High Court is high, then they can appoint the judges from the lower court and appoint into the High Court for the period of only 2 years. You have to remember this. Okay. If President appoint the judges from the lower court, then the tenure for these judges is only 2 years. All the work of the Supreme Court and the High Court is carried out in English language. Okay. But the Supreme Court और High Court का जो work है वो English में होगा. But Legislative Assembly passes the resolution that the work of the High Court of the related state be carried out in the language of that state. Okay. Suppose in Gujarat, so we are follow Gujarati language. So all the decision is carried out or given in a Gujarati language. Work of the High Court of related state be carried out in a language of the state, then the work of a High Court of the state can function in the language of the state. We have discussed that. Okay, qualification. So, what is the qualification if you want to become a High Court judge? Okay, so what quality should you have? So, after that you become a judge. So, first should be a citizen of India like a Supreme Court judges. Second, should have served for a minimum period of 10 years on any of the judicial post in the lower court. Okay, कोई भी जुडिशियल पोस्ट लोअर कोर्ट में है उसमें उसका 10 years का एक्सपीरियंस होना चाहिए. While we have, when we talking about Supreme Court, then they have a 10 years advocate experience. Okay. Next, should have at least 10 years of practice as an advocate in the High Court. Okay, 10 years practice as an High Court, 10 years जुडिशियल, कोई भी जुडिशियल पोस्ट लोअर कोर्ट में उसमें 10 years और 10 years सर्व किया होना चाहिए एज अ हाई कोर्ट एडवोकेट. ओके, बट सुप्रीम कोर्ट एज अ क्वाइट डिफरेंट 5 years एनी जजेस ऑफ अ हाई कोर्ट. ओके, should be a distinguished jurist, constitutional expert or famous lawmaker as per the opinion of the President. Okay, like a Supreme Court judges, as per the opinion of the President, she should be a, if distinguished jurist, constitutional expert or famous lawmaker, then also she become a judge of a High Court or Supreme Court. Should be below 62 years age. While in a Supreme Court case, the age number is a 65 years, 62 years of age. Okay, the judges of the High Court has to take an oath of secrecy in front of the governor. Okay, all the judge has to take an oath in front of governor and any other person which is appointed by the governor. Okay, and lastly, the jurisdiction of the High Court. So, we have discussed about the Supreme Court jurisdiction. Here we are going to discuss about the jurisdiction of the High Court. So, first is the original jurisdiction. Okay, first is the original jurisdiction. So, under the original jurisdiction, the High Court is empowered to issue directions, orders or writ, including writs in the nature of habeas corpus to any person, authority and any government in case of violation of the fundamental rights of the citizen. Okay. Important jurisdiction, original jurisdiction. Under this provision, High Court is empowered. High Court can issue any direction, order or writ, including in the nature of a habeas corpus for any person, any authority or any government, if the government can violate fundamental rights of a citizen. In Supreme Court, we have studied that under the original jurisdiction, Supreme Court has the power to solve dispute between a workload of between the central and state in a particular state. The High Court has the authority in the cases related to company. Okay, High Court has the also authority the cases which is solved by them is a company related case, marriage, divorce and alimony means the hedge. The cases of contempt of court, okay, also contempt of court cases, land revenue, its reimbursement, land reforms and return, all these type of cases also carried out by the state, because the land is a subject in the list of a state subject. Okay, that's why. All writ petitions challenging the judgment given by lower court of the civil and the criminal court can be made in the High Court. Okay, लोअर कोर्ट की कोई भी पिटिशन है, ओके, सिविल, आइदर इट इज फॉर्म ऑफ सिविल और इन अ क्रिमिनल, दैट कैन बी मेड इन अ हाई कोर्ट. दिस पिटिशन चैलेंजिंग द प्रोविजंस प्रोवाइडेड इन द एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन. ओके, सो व्हाट इज द power given to the High Court under the writ of original jurisdiction? So first, High Court can issue any types of direction, orders or writ in case of violation of fundamental rights. Okay. Secondly, case related to the company, marriage, divorce and alimony. Third, land revenue or any types of land dispute cases also solved by the High Court. And if all the writ petition against the lower court, which is either civil or criminal courts, can be also made by the High Court of particular state. Under next is the second point, is the appellate jurisdiction. So under this appellate jurisdiction of the High Court, the courts hear the petition against the civil and the criminal case. Court hears the civil and the criminal cases. Okay. Any petition challenging the judgment of the lower courts and tribunals can be made in the High Court. Okay. And name suggested that in appellate means any petition which is not satisfied the petitioner from the lower court, that can be made into the higher court. In case a session court has issued any judgment punishing the accused for more than 4 years, then if कोई session court है जिन्होंने कोई petitioner को 4 years से ज़्यादा क्या है पनिश करने का मतलब ऑर्डर दिया है, तो that type of petitioner also can challenge the judgment in the High Court. if any accused is given a capital punishment by a session court in a case of murder, okay, in case of murder any session court give a punishment, so that type of a case is automatically gone to the High Court. Okay. Lastly, any petitioner who is unsatisfied with the judgment of a tribunal, then he can also approach to the High Court. Okay. High Court has also power to give a judgment including a constitutional interpretation. What you have to remember, the constitutional interpretation is not only done by a Supreme Court, but High Court has a power to do that. Last is the administrative jurisdiction. So, each High Court has the authority and power to supervise the working of all subordinate court. Like Supreme Court has a power. Supreme Court has a power to supervise High Court, District Court, and other lower courts. Okay. High Court has also power to supervise District Court, other tribunals, and also lower court, Session Court, etc. Okay. If the High Court feels it is necessary, then it asks case paper from the subordinate court and then carry out the case proceeding. Okay. Any case which is more important from the perspective of a constitutional rights and constitutional provisions, so it can also ask from the paper to the subordinate court and carry out the all case proceeding. The court can frame general laws to control the procedure and functioning of the court. Okay. Court also made some frame to function day by day to smoothly. The High Court can decide criteria and tabular form of various types of fees. High Court has also decided different types of fee. All these provisions should be in accord and harmony, okay, with the Constitution. All these types of a provision and fee which match to the Constitution and also with harmony. The High Court can guide and direct the subordinate courts in the matter of maintaining records and entry. Okay, means these record and entries for a court of a record. Okay, article number 267 for Central or Supreme Court, this article is a 143. Okay. So, in this we have discussed first original jurisdiction, second appellate, and third is the administrative jurisdiction. Okay. The High Court occupies as a place as the court of a record. We have already discussed in previous slide. High Court has also power to occupy the place as a court of record. The High Court publishes their judgment decision in an organized form. Means they uploaded the important judgment into their website. Also, this judgment and the decision are binding and final, for they can use this co-decision and judgment as a reference. Okay, कोई भी जो डिसीजन है वो फुल फाइनल है कोई पर्सन के लिए, लेकिन अगर वो एक्यूज है, पिटिशनर है, वो अगर सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जाना चाहता है तो उसको जो डिसीजन दिया है हाई कोर्ट ने उसको रेफरेंस ले सकता है, ऐसा यहाँ पे लिखा है. तो लॉयर्स use this published judgment and decision as a citations while pleading their case. Okay, Supreme Court's case which published, then the lawyer of a High Court, okay, it has to use as a reference while they pleading their case. The court has a power to punish for contempt of court. Okay, like Supreme Court, if any person who is done a mischief with a court, then court has a power to punish their particular person or a company. Lastly, the High Court of Gujarat is located on the Sarkhej Gandhinagar SG highway, Sola, Ahmedabad. Okay, means it is not also necessary that the High Court of every state is located in its capital. Okay, Gujarat's capital is Gandhinagar, but the High Court is located at SG highway, Sola, Ahmedabad. Okay, Next, subordinate court. Okay, so which court is included in subordinate court? So included district, taluka court, fast track court, porta courts, tribunal, certain special courts, and each state is divided into an administrative unit called a district. Okay, and it also included civil, criminal, and revenue court also. Okay, so last topic district judge is remaining, but it is quite long. So in next video we will discuss from the district judge. Okay, this is the end of our video. I hope it is very clear to you all.